Hello everybody, welcome back. Now I'm here to talk about Demon Slayer, the movie Mugen Train. Now, this movie takes place after the events of Season 1, and it follows your main characters Tanjiro, Inosuke, and Zuizetsu. One of these days I will get it right. And they're called upon a mission to stop this demon that has been haunting and attacking the people on the Mugen Train, where people just be disappearing and, a lot of fatalities have been happening. So they are joined by one of the Hashira, which is a really powerful person, part of the Demon Slayer Corps, you could say. And his name's Rengoku, and it's just them trying to stop this demon, but the implications and stuff that happens throughout the movie is a lot to discuss, I feel. So one of the praises I will give this movie, which is going to sound not really connected with the movie per se, but I just really appreciate it, because a lot of these anime movies, it's like they make them just to make them, because from my experiences and from what I've been hearing from a lot of people, a lot of these movies don't really connect with the show itself. It's just what's called filler, which is they just make it to make it, and the events of said movie have no implications on the show, and they don't really mention it at all. But for this movie, it's different, which I love so much, is that the events of this movie actually will impact the show, because they're even gonna add the movie for people that didn't go see it in theaters and stuff. They're gonna add a Mugen Train arc as part of, or before season 2 officially starts or something. So the events of this movie do matter, and they do make sense, which is great, because the end of season 1, the main villain of this movie, or one of the main villains, is set up basically, and they're called upon the mission at the end. So it kind of leaves off on a cliffhanger before the movie. So getting into that, because I just wanted to express how much I love that it actually made you feel like you weren't wasting your time watching this movie. I mean, the movies can still be great, but I really like it if they are actually, canon, so it doesn't feel like you're just watching it to watch it. But regardless, this movie I thought was really solid. I really enjoyed it, because of course, they brought the voice actors and all from the show, so it has the same elements. It just looks great. Like, the show looks great and this looks great, but I don't know, it felt so cool to see like a full-length version, like a full-length story told in this universe. I thought it was really great. It's always great to see a big plot drawn out instead of waiting week after week for episodes and stuff. And this felt like it fit right in with the show. I thought that was one of the big praises I have with it, because what I love about this is it really dives into, because this villain, what the villain does is, one of its powers is it puts you like to sleep and stuff, basically, so it could just defeat you while you're knocked out. And a lot of the characters, they have sequences where you dive into their psyche on their dreams and stuff. And the main character Tanjiro is because he's haunted by his family being slaughtered by the main bad guy at the beginning of the show. So it really dives into that emotional aspect, and the stuff like that was fantastic. Same with Rengoku, the Hashira guy, who is just such a cool person. Like, he's such an awesome character, and it really dives into stuff like with his father and his own brother and stuff like that. It dives into stuff with the characters. There has a lot of hilarious moments and funny animation gags, like in the show. That all the stuff is present here. It's just like a full-length movie of the show, except like it opens the world up a bit more, if you will. It explores on the universe, which I thought was excellent. I thought this movie was solid from top to bottom. It had great voice work. The animation was stellar, even better, I would say, than the show, obviously, since they have movie production budget. But it was fantastic. The fight sequences were really good. It was a new background to be on, because they were on a train the whole movie basically. So it was really cool to see how the fight sequences are around on the train stuff. You see like the camera angle, how it goes from like on top of the train, inside the train, to different carts and stuff. Just a lot of the cinematography and stuff, and just the animation and stuff was really solid stuff. And I just had a great time with it. And the implications, like I said, of this movie, like how it ends, is so shocking, and it just made me feel some type of way, especially with, I don't really want to dive into spoilers per se in case you haven't seen this movie, because it took me a while to watch it. And I want to be nice to newer viewers who get into this stuff, but it's depressing. I remember hearing stories about how people were crying and being all sad and stuff. And I could see why, because this movie, like, the show has its dark moments for sure, like I mentioned with the main character's family, but a character that I was expecting to be like a main character going forward and stuff, and they were introducing that character at the end of season 1 stuff, and I'm like, this character is awesome, it's gonna be great. What they did to that character was messed up. It was messed up. But it sets up a really cool revenge arc, potentially, because I haven't read the manga, but it probably sets up a revenge arc to get revenge on that, and just how someone so powerful and so epic can go out like that was insane. And the story beats were great. It was emotional, it was hilarious, it was action-packed. This movie had it all. And if you're a fan of the show, you're going to love this movie. And even if you're a casual person, there's so much to appreciate with this movie. So with that said, those are all my thoughts on the Demon Slayer Mugen Train movie. So what'd you all think of it? If you had a chance to see it, please let me know down below in the comment section. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts. And hit the subscribe button and the bell as well to get notified when I upload. It means so much to me. And I just wanted to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving, because I'm going to be celebrating with family and stuff on Thursday. So, I'm probably not going to do a video then. Thank you all so much for watching. It means a lot to me. And I'll see you later. Bye.